better. What is up, everyone? We're gonna let everyone trickle in. You need to iron that flat.
I tried. It wouldn't.
Flat, like.
Oh, you didn't want to hold it like that. Okay.
Flat. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sabbath day here today. I don't know what the proper term is for that, but we're going for that. Welcome. We're actually in the store today because this is where I left my sewing machine. So we ran back here. So welcome, everyone. Again, guys, this is not for a sale. This is not anything like that. This is just hanging out for our flash day of a little bit of service here. And we'll talk a little bit about what we're doing. Yeah, no sales today, just some service. Just keep the positive thoughts, keep some good vibes going, that kind of stuff today. So welcome, everyone. Sorry, I have to look over here because not in our normal setup here. Looks like we got quite a few of you guys on there today. My little sister's here with us as well, Ramy. We're just here to, like, you know, talk and, you know. If anyone doesn't know, this is our storefront. That's where we're in right now. But, you know, it's whatever. It's whatever. Today, though, guys, we're going to probably be live for, I don't know. We're going to make a stocking, however long it takes us to make a stocking. I've done a little bit of prep work, not very much. For instance, guys, this is all the prep work that I've done. Show the Juki machine. This is the one I'm working on. My little guy here. It works pretty well. And guys, if there's any question, if you have any questions about Saturday's orders or anything like that, send us a text message. We're not doing anything like that today. I don't even have access to that building right now. There's no business questions today. We're just hanging out, you know. People are saying something about this Juki machine here. I really want to get mine painted. That's just like personal reasons, you know.
Flames.
So I've got some Christmas fabric here. Gonna make a stocking. Now, guys, I'm making the exact same stocking from the last tutorial that went out, Zachary's tutorial. The pattern's there. Everything that you need for that is there. Okay, it's the I think it's just called Christmas stocking.
Yeah.
From Friday. It's on our thing.
Looks great.
So it is you know, but let's just jump right on into the actual stocking itself. So I already went ahead and cut out my, that's okay. I already went ahead and cut out my template here, slapped the whole thing together, and then I also cut out my stocking pieces and I fused it to a piece of batting so I can quilt it. And I've already drawn my lines on it just so I don't bore you guys with drawing lines, you know?
We've already pre-cut all the pieces that we're going to need.
And Ramy's going to go through the messages and all
I
that.
will
I'm going to start quilting this because I'll show you guys real quick. You see all my lines? I've got to quilt this up real quick. But go ahead and ask away. Also, just tell us how your Sunday's going. We've gone to church already today, and we're going right after this, there's family dinner.
Every Sunday, we all get together as a family, and we all have dinner. We all bring something. It's great. Do y'all have any Sunday traditions?
Sunday's traditions, anyone?
I've got my computer right here. Got all the comments up, so let us know. Yeah, if you could keep it down over there while we're talking here.
Yeah, right?
What are we having for dinner?
Brody's making
fried
chicken, but it's with a yogurt base.
Yep, and Zach's making arroz chaufa.
I made rice and beans, and Mom made some kind of enchiladas.
I made enchiladas.
Yeah, she fried the tortillas and everything. That's gonna be really good, actually.
Spaghetti for Sunday dinners.
That sounds
nice. Good. Yeah. Do you all live close to each other? Yes. We all live very, very close to each other.
We all live one door down from each other, so we're all really close to each other.
How many for the Sunday dinner? I think there's 15 or 14? 15 of us?
Depends on the day.
14 or 15 with all the kids included, so.
And they sit at their own little table over there.
Matt Harris said yesterday.
I should probably tell everyone. So this is what we're doing. We're making this guy right here. It's a stocking. Very easy to make. Today I'm going to make the stockings. The next Sunday, which is the 12th day of our Flashmas, I'm going to fill the stockings and going to take you guys on a ride and donate these stockings to the homeless that we find. Yep. It's really easy.
There's a large population of homeless people in Las Vegas.
Well, and I made I already made a bunch of these, so I have like 5 of these already pre-made, but I'm making one just so that we can all hang out for a second.
And we're gonna film next Sunday, and it's gonna be great.
As in film, I went to the store already and I've purchased everything last week. But yeah, you guys get what I'm saying.
Let's see.
I'll show everyone what's inside of it for next week, what I'm going to do.
Somebody said something and I can't find it. It went by too fast. Let me see. I think it was somebody said that they did a service project instead of their Christmas dinner, and that was awesome.
That's awesome. That's a good way to do it. That is a good way to do it.
Jenny says hanging out with my mom in Wisconsin. We baked some cookies, and we had 8 inches of snow pile up.
8 inches of snow.
Yeah.
We had like 68 degrees.
Yeah, it was really chilly.
That helps. Okay, keep her moving here on this.
You like Wisconsin, right?
What model of Juki are you using? I'm using the TL 2010. But I'm really thinking about getting it custom painted.
What would you paint on it?
Huh? Neon, like bass boat green with sparkles.
Like zombie green?
No, like bass boat green with sparkles.
Bass boat green with sparkles. Why can't I picture that? I'm gonna look
Have
it
you
up.
ever seen a bass boat that's green with sparkles?
Bass boat.
Green with sparkles. What's the flasher going? Guys, we're just doing some service today.
No sale.
There's no sale. It's Sunday. We don't do anything on Sunday. It's sales related. So we're just doing a little bit of service. I'm making some stockings. And I'm going to just finish quilting this one. Then I'm going to show you how you assemble this stocking. And then we're going to donate them to the homeless next Sunday.
This is bass boat green, for anybody who's wondering.
With sparkles?
I don't know. It looks kind of shiny.
Type bass boat green with sparkles. Like it's actually a thing.
Alright. With sparkles. Like this color?
That right there.
Dude, that's ugly.
Bass boat green with sparkles. There's nothing like it.
This is what Tianka wants to paint on the Juki.
It'd be cool, right? It'd be different.
Sure. I don't know if cool is the right word, but it would definitely be different.
Well, and what have you done today, Rami?
Haven't really seen your day.
No, we haven't really seen each other today.
I got up and I called one of my friends from the mission today.
Oh, fun.
Yes, that was good. We had a nice chat. And then I got ready and I went to church. And I met some new people at church today. That was good. They just came in.
Any prospects?
Sure, a couple.
I just finished quilting this. I'm going to just cut it out with a pair of scissors. I don't have my scissors on me today because I'm not working. They're actually in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Where they go.
And then I came home and came to Soya.
My TV was delivered yesterday.
I saw that.
Me and my kids assembled that today.
Are we playing Mario Kart tonight?
Probably. With the kids. It'll be fun. If anyone doesn't know, my wife's phenomenal at Mario Kart.
I don't know how.
Way too good.
She's so good at it. But it's so funny because we'll be playing and you know, like you just play with your hands, right? It's a controller. But she's like moving every time you're turning.
She gets in the groove for sure.
She definitely just gets it. It's really funny. They were willing to tell them about when you were at Dave & Buster's.
We went to Dave & Buster's the other night, and I literally could not beat my wife at Mario Kart on like one of the stand-up, like, sorry guys, did that pop up on your computer?
No, it didn't. I don't know what she said. You're using my phone.
I know. You have to text her off your computer
I'll
there.
text her here. Sorry, you know, when mother calls. Dave & Buster's, you're saying?
Dave & Buster's, yeah. We were at Dave & Buster's this last week for a date, and she just wrecked me at Mario Kart. It was kind of pathetic, actually, for my part. It got to the point where I was, like, grabbing her wheel and stuff like that, so it was pretty bad there. It was pretty bad there. Okay, guys, if anyone's following along with this or seen the video already.
I think they're just here to hang out.
My granddaughter wants a Mario Kart for her Switch. It's a fun game. But if anyone's following along here, I'm still cutting out my pieces here, my quilted pieces here. And then the assembly of this is pretty easy to do. Like, you know what sounds really good? Meatloaf.
Popeyes? Oh.
I know that's not what we're having today, but it's been,
Careful, don't cut
it's been a good minute since I've had meatloaf.
Do you like ketchup on your meatloaf?
Of course.
That's gross.
That's the only way to eat meatloaf.
I don't like meatloaf.
That's awkward.
What's like one childhood dish you did not enjoy growing up?
Meatloaf.
But you enjoy it now?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. Meatloaf is amazing.
Do any of y'all have a childhood dish that you did not like but you like now, or you didn't like until you had to start cooking and it was easy or something?
I have a lot of those. I didn't eat very much when I was a kid.
That's true. I remember you would have salad, but it was literally just lettuce. It didn't have any
Lettuce with
vegetables
croutons.
on it. Just croutons, no salad
Croutons
dressing.
are always good.
Yeah.
Read off some of their
see.
things there, Rami.
Carrie Reinhardt said, I used to hate spaghetti, but I love it now. Liver, but I still dislike it. Let's see. So I love meatloaf. I've not made it in years.
Meatloaf is so good.
Don't know what I said. Same here, Amy. I hated meatloaf, but now I love it. I still don't love it. But
Okay, guys.
maybe
Now
my taste buds just haven't matured yet.
Now let me show you guys this. So I've already got my 2 pieces here, right? They're already cut here. And they're quilted. I'm going to put them right sides together. And it wants you to sew like a 3/8 inch seam. I'm going to just do 1/2 inch because I think that's plenty for what we're doing. So I'm going to just throw those down onto my sewing machine. Well, I'm going to do a 5/8 because I don't have 1/2 inch mark on my sewing machine. So I am actually going to do a 5/8. I didn't like broccoli as a kid, but now I love it. Ooh. Take my time with this going around.
To meatloaf. Add chorizo to meatloaf.
That sounds good.
That could be really good. Catherine wants to know how my name is spelled. It is Raymie. My dad's name is Ray, and my mom always says that she's named after Ray and me. My mom says it. I don't know if there's more to that story. That's just how I've always heard my name. But me and Tiaka are really the only ones with different names in the family.
Well, your name though also became more popular. Mine didn't.
I've met one.
I met like 3 or 4.
Raimi's or Tiakums?
Raimi's.
I met a Tiakum. Everybody called him Tank.
No, there's no Tiakums in the world.
I met one.
I'm like freaking Tigger. I'm the only one.
You need to come up with like a spelling phrase. Like, well, you do. You say T as in the drink, N as in the girl, come as in come here. Yeah.
T and come. That's how I always say it. It spells the same too.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, almost getting through this one right here. Really, the longest portion of making a stocking is the quilting of it. Like that's really the longest portion of it.
Especially if you're doing something complicated and not just one straight line or like straight lines through it.
So what I'm going to do too, guys, just because I like to go the extra little bit, is I'm going to give it some darts, which just means I'm cutting out some V's on the round part.
Why do you do that?
It eases the fabric.
What do you mean?
So that when I go to turn it, it stays like a round instead
it doesn't get all bunched.
Doesn't get all bunched up. I'm also going to clip my corners, things like that.
Yeah. I'm pretty new to quilting.
Whatever.
Let me rephrase. I've only made a couple of quilts. I have been working with Sharia minus my mission for the past 5 years since it opened, and my mom quilted while I was growing up. But I'm still learning all the techniques and everything, so.
So I'm going to dart some of these real quick. I've got a little bit of excess here that I'm going to cut off while I'm doing it too.
Let's see. I think somebody asked where your name came from because somebody's answering them. But
so we're members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Nickname that we've always had was Mormon. Inside of the Book of Mormon, there's a man named Tiakum. He was a leader of an army essentially, and he always just followed what the prophet said. I was named after him. That's it in the short. If anyone wants to know more about it, you can check out Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.com. I know that's a really long name.
Or just comeintoChrist.org.
comeintoChrist.org, or you can text us and we can send you one of the books as well. Okay, so I've pleated this and everything. I'm going to turn this right around like this.
Somebody said they're making meatloaf tonight.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Send us some, Tiago, if you want it.
So I'm going to just turn this right side out.
Yeah, I'm going to turn this
and
down
you guys can already
so they can see
how this is taking form here.
Maybe, if I can get this to move. Maybe not. Never mind.
So everyone can see how that's already taken form there and shape. So I've got a lining piece here. Again, follow Zachary's video too. It's very, very good.
How much fabric the stocking takes.
I have no idea.
A yard? Less than a yard.
I feel like the measurements were wrong, to be honest, because it says that it takes 2/3 of a yard, 1/4 yard, and 3/4 of a yard. But with that much fabric, I can make 2 stockings, for sure. So.
You can make 4?
2.
Oh.
I can make 2 stockings for sure.
Out of a yard.
So I'm going to now take my lining here, which is again just my same shape cut out.
And this fabric is so soft.
It's really soft. I grabbed a Moda because I like Moda, but I'm going to give it the same 5/8 stitch all the way around.
Mad Hatter said she loved the Light the World calendar.
It's cool, right?
Yeah.
It really, guys, we just wanted to take a minute today to oh shoots. We wanted to take a minute today to let everyone just think for a second, you know? Like, think a little bit. Think about the good that we can do in the world instead of, you know, all the bad things in the world, because we've got a lot of those. So we just like to take a second and stop and do something good, and especially on Sunday, it's just a nice day to do something like that. I'm gonna turn that all the way around. And guys, the stocking's not hard, okay? I'm not even gonna lie to you and tell you that the stocking's hard. It's literally takes, I don't know. How long are we into this? Like making the stocking? Like
Let me see.
Like 20 minutes? Like even the prep work, I didn't spend that long
We've been
prepping
live
this.
for like 3 minutes.
Like it's just not.
I'm gonna try and adjust this a little bit so people can see a little better. There we go.
This is just not hard in any way. It's super forgiving, which is nice to have a nice forgiving pattern.
Maria Powell was that except she missed it. What are we doing with the stockings? So we're making these stockings.
Show the big stockings.
Where's the big stockings? To then fill and give to some homeless people in our area. So we filled them with socks, food, water, snacks.
Go ahead and pull that out.
So we've got some protein bars.
When I do service, guys, like I like to go a little bit extra because
beef jerky.
You know, like we could just
throw it. Definitely made this.
Yeah.
Apple juice.
We could just, you know, throw in some socks and say it's good, but like
nice.
Like it's really nice, our stockings for the homeless this year.
Some wet wipes.
Some wet wipes.
There's lots of different snacks in here. We've got some Band-Aids, little first aid kit, tissues, hand warmers.
And I don't think everyone needs to go this wild on the stocking, but if you can, definitely do it. And then next Sunday, we're going to take the stockings that we made. I think we'll have 5 in total. And we're going to take them and actually deliver them to the homeless. I think I'm actually going to take my kids with me and just do it like kind of vlog style, but I don't know yet. I haven't made a decision. But it's just really good stuff. And you got to realize that this is probably the only Christmas these people are going to get. And it's not really, it's the essentials and not the fun stuff that we always have every year for Christmas, you know? Like, most of the time you get a toy or a present or something that you want. But for the homeless, it's really just the essentials, you know? And their life is hard enough as it is. So if we can make it a little bit easier for them, we're trying to.
And to just brighten their day, you know, a lot of times when people...
lining, kind of stuff it inside.
Yeah.
You don't flip, you just stuff.
Do things for those that are less fortunate, those that are in need, you know, it's normally the basics, like a hygiene kit, a quilt, which is awesome, wonderful things that we need, but we always try to throw in a little bit extra, not only food, but maybe a little bit of candy or something just to cheer them up a little bit, or a little toys or such for Christmas.
It's also a guaranteed, like, maybe not everyone's like this, but I am, so that's really what I'm going to talk about, is that, like, I normally give, like, when I see homeless, I know I give them like $5 or whatever. But I also feel like that can be a big hinderment for some of these people, because it's like, I don't want that spent on cigarettes. I would like that spent on food, you know, like the essentials. So this is a guaranteed way to do that. All right, guys, so what I've done here is I've just put the lining inside of the stocking, and we're going to sew all the way around, and everyone's going to be like, what about the raw edge? I know, just relax.
Hang on.
Just relax. This is the only tricky part of the whole stocking, but I'm going to just do a 1/4 inch seam. I think that'll be plenty. If you feel like you want to do a little bit more, then do a little bit more.
He said half of my son's Christmas when they were young was the angel tree. What's the angel tree? I've heard of that.
That's awesome.
Remind me what the angel tree is.
They make that angel tree, and like you gift the angels, and then normally an organization like gives, like you buy an angel and it's like 5 mils of food, and they gift that to. It was like the original giving machine.
Oh, that's precious.
At least that's what they were in our area when I was a kid. It could be something completely different now. Trying to stay up with keeping up with the Joneses is hard to do these days.
This is really cute. Like you were saying earlier, I see some people asking about it. This pattern is in Zach's video.
Yeah, it was Zach's tutorial. He posted it on Friday. So it's literally our most recent tutorial that we've done.
Perfect.
I've just sewn all the way around it. I'm going to now cut off the extras on top. But you can see how it's kind of taking shape here. And if you want to make it look more like a stocking or less like a stocking, you can. Like, that's just the difference of shape, right? I'm going to just cut off the extras here. Okay, now I just need to make a cuff real quick. Cuffs are really simple.
Here.
I've got 2 pieces of fabric. They're like, I want to say they're like 14 inches by 6 inches, something like that. I've got this little teeny piece of fabric, which is like 17 inches by something. I can't remember off the top of my head. Anyways,
it's in the pattern.
Download the pattern. But to make it so it has a nice little like accent piece like this one does, all I'm going to do is I'm going to sew these 2 right sides together, sew all the way down, and I'm going to sew this piece, my white piece, right sides together to my other piece, and then fold it directly in half, and that will give me the look that I'm going for. I also made mine a little bit big so that I get a little bit of wiggle room. I'm a big believer in giving yourself a little bit of wiggle room there as far as your quilting goes, because there's so many times that patterns are so exact. Let's see. And it's like, really, guys, just, it's really good to take a second and just do something good for someone else. Even, I mean, obviously I don't know the homeless here in Las Vegas, so it's just nice to take a second, recognize that they're there, first of all, and try to make a difference, try to make a change. I mean, this is probably like, realistically speaking, I don't mean this to be like, you know, pat myself on the back type deal. Like, realistically speaking, 5 homeless people randomly are going to get these amazing little gifts that just says, hey, like, we cared enough to make this. And we don't know, that could say, you know, that could be the story of like, yeah, some random person gave me this, I cleaned up my life, and now I've been, you know, whatever, 20 years down the road. Like, you just don't know the impact you have on people. And it's not like this maybe will take me 30 minutes to make this stocking, maybe. Yeah. And then I already have to go to Walmart to pick up random crap for myself, so it's not like it's a time out of my day. Especially when I sew all day anyways, or work with sewing machines all day anyways. It's not like this is time out of my day to do this, but it can be life altering for them, you know?
Maria said, I think Ramey's impressed that her brother can do this. No, I do this all day.
So, guys, but when I fold it in half, you can see how it automatically makes that little accent piece there, which is very, very nice. Mm-hmm. I'm going to just finger press because that's just kind of where I'm at in life. Yeah. Right? Okay, guys, the next step here is, if you want to add a piece of ribbon or something or make your own ribbon, you can, to give it that little finger hold. I'll show that up again. To give that little finger hold here. Now, everyone's now wondering about raw edges and all that. I can just feel it.
We're going to get
there. We're going to get there. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this piece here, my ribbon, I'm going to clip it onto the inside of my stocking, like so. I use Wonder Clips. You will never see me pull out pins for pretty much anything. Okay, so I've done that. My next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in half and sew all the way down to then give me the ring here.
Let's see.
And with this particular thing, they're right sides on both sides, so it doesn't actually matter which way you fold it or roll it or anything like that.
There you go. And 70 Acre Studios, she has not gotten her assignment yet. She actually reconsidered and decided that she wasn't going to go. So.
Yeah, so she is, Alyssa's taking some time in life right now to figure out exactly what she wants which is great that she's decided that, because it's better to make the best decisions for your life than anything else. But we're hoping that, you know, she'll end up going. So, but anyways, jumping back into this. So I've turned this out. I've got my cuff. Now, guys, this is the part that's really, really, really important. So pay attention here. We have to line up our back seams.
Dropping stuff.
Our back seams. And we're going to stuff this inside there with our cuff edge inside, okay? Cuff edge inside. Now, all this raw edge is going to be hidden by doing a flip around. So, I'm going to just stuff this in here. Stuff. I'm going to re-clip, that way I can keep that in place. I'm going to just put that down in there. Try to get it pretty much in the place that I would like it to be in. And guys, this only takes 3 pieces of fabric. I mean, we probably have, let's just talk about stash real quick.
Oh, you want to talk about stash?
We probably have enough stash to make a zillion of these.
It's true.
We probably have
coordinating fabrics.
And, well, we even probably have some Christmas fabric that we picked up just because we picked it up type deal.
6 years ago.
6 years ago type stuff.
This is a great way to get rid of all your old
It's a good way to just make something good.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so I've clipped this. See what I'm going for? I'm going to just sew all the way around now. I always start at the very back of the stocking. That's just me. I'm going to give it that 5/8 seam allowance.
So I need to start using my clips to pin. They are the best.
You'll never go back.
I don't like pinning because I always end up poking myself and then I get frustrated because it's something so simple, but I always end up getting so frustrated. So.
Oh, lose your mind.
Yeah.
That's how I am with getting a pin in the finger. I like to go over the spot that has the ribbon a couple of times. That way we can make it really simple, a little stronger.
Sorry, I made you yawn. What kind of sewing machine are you using, Tegan?
I'm using a Juki. This is my personal... Guys, I do one thing, and that's quilting, so I don't need much of anything. Oh my goodness, I keep clicking the button though because I have my boots on. Okay, pull that all the way out now. All right, now. Okay. So, sewed all the way around. Are you giving your stocking to Tianco? Oh. So I've sewn this all the way around. I'm going to do one final trim up here of just my top. Really, you don't need to, but I've got the OCD.
She said, who are you giving your stocking to? Not are you giving it to?
Oh, we are going to next Sunday drive around town, and I've got 5 of these made. I'm going to show everyone them here in just one second. I've got 5 of these made that I'm going to donate to the homeless. Okay, guys, so if you've done this right, you're going to pull out your cuff now. And we're going to fold it over the top of our stocking here.
Dangle says, but Rami, I thought pins were the way to sign the quilt in blood. No kidding.
Right. Been there too many times. So I'm going to pull this all out. And as you guys are seeing live,
wow.
Got ourselves a cute little stocking. Super simple, super easy. Now,
Diane Country Hut said, don't you know it's mandatory to sew barefoot?
Yeah, no, I can't do that either.
You will never see Tianco not in his boots.
yeah, I have to wear shoes. I've got a problem. I'll tell everyone about my problem. And I think it's genetic, to be honest, because my dad has the same problem, is that if I don't wear shoes for a day, literally a day, my skin, like my feet will dry out so fast to the point of bleeding in one day.
Maybe you should try lotion.
Huh? I put lotion on every morning.
Oh, there you go. Maybe you should do it twice a day.
I just don't have it.
Have you
But-
tried Gold Bond?
Look at that. Now,
Isn't it so cute, guys?
here's a pro tip, and I mean, this is for the people who really want to make sure nobody knows that they've cheated the seams, okay? But you can do this. If you take it, and you can see my seam here, like inside the stocking, you see that? You can take this and put a decorative stitch all the way around that edge.
Cute.
And then you're like, yeah, I'm a legit stocking maker, but in reality...
That would be nice if
Yeah.
you did like a little like snowflake or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Cute.
I just don't have the machine for that setting here, or else I probably would.
Oh, and the 30 machines we have around
No.
us.
Well, like if I was gonna do this personally, first thing I would do is I would whip stitch this. I would whip stitch this down right here, this piece right here, because that has that seam. Whip stitch that down, decorative stitch around the top, and then everyone would be like, wow, that's actually a legit stocking. But super simple, super easy. Now, this is what I'm doing.
Are you gonna stitch in the?
Do you use any type of batting or in the liner?
Yes.
I use fusible fleece because that means if I screw up the free motion, it still holds. That's just me. So that's what I use. But guys, Zachary has a whole 20-minute video on this, on how to do every last step. Not very difficult. But this is what I filled our stockings with. I'm not saying this is what the mandatory requirement is, but this is what I'm doing. That's the end of like doing this, right? Of doing the stocking. It's done. It's literally took, how long have we been live?
We have been live.
It took like
for. Hang on.
It literally took like 30 minutes to make the
been
entire
31
stocking,
minutes.
and we were talking and we're doing all the rest. So this is what I'm doing. I've like Vegas. Okay, we're not a place that snows. I get that, but we have a really large homeless population here in Las Vegas, especially. So what I've done is I made 5 of these total, including this one right here. I made 5 of these total. I went Thursday and bought all the supplies for this, because next week I'm going to take my filled stockings. I'm going to drive around town. I'm going to bring you guys with me. I'm probably going to have my kids too, most likely. And we're going to literally, like, you know, when you got the guy with the sign. Sorry, I don't have the best description, but like you have the homeless guy with the brown sign, and it's like, anything helps. It's like, oh,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. You know, it's going to be a really thoughtful thought. What I packed in this, and I don't, you guys, you don't have to pack it like this. Beef jerky, Cliff Bar, baby wipes.
Terry's asking us if we're challenging them to do the same. We are.
Yeah, I'm about to. You're beating me to it.
Just hang on
One of these one-size-fits-all kind of gloves. Hygiene. Crackers. Trail mix. These are big stockings, so I want to make sure that's full.
Apple juice. If you know
this
Tiago,
is
there's
breakfast.
always apple juice involved.
Juice is my breakfast most mornings, so I've got a couple of hand warmers here. Another Cliff Bar.
Mary Poppins bag in there.
Raisins.
Yes.
Obviously, none of this stuff has to be refrigerated. This is Snack on the Run chicken salad kit.
Ooh.
So it's meat right there. Lotion.
Jergens Ultra Healing. We're in the desert.
Tissues.
First aid
kit. Mints. Gotta have those, especially during this time. Sanitizer. And then chapstick. That's a must in our area. Everyone has chapstick. And then I also, down at the very, very bottom, have a pair of socks.
Nice.
But just because I understand how things are, second pair of socks there. So that's what I'm doing for the homeless. Now, what I invite everyone to do, guys, literally it would take you 30 minutes, make a stocking, not anything crazy, right? You probably have that much in your scrap bin. Just make a scrappy one. Like, they're not going to care. It's really about the thought. And go to the store, spend, I literally think I spent, I think it was $65-ish.
To fill 5?
To fill 5.
Oh, wow.
Like, it wasn't like it was, I filled 5, guys. Make one.
Make one. Yeah.
It's just, I got everything in like jumbo packs. because that was easier for me to do.
Yeah.
But to fill one and then drive around town, give it to somebody. Like everyone knows that street. I'm not gonna say what ours is, but everyone knows that street where the homeless are. There's always somebody there, right? We have like, I can think of 3 off the top of my head.
Yeah,
That's why I
same.
made 5, because I know that I can for sure give away 5 of them.
Yeah.
And guys, I invite everyone just to do that. Imagine this. Take your grandson or your whatever, or your son or whatever it may be, and make one of these and just drive it to that spot, because you know that it's there.
Yeah.
Every time, like without
Or
fail.
send your grandkid out to do it too. Like,
And
you don't
well, just have that heartwarming experience of like
too.
explaining to, like, I really want to explain to Raiden, like, some people don't have homes. That's a real thing. We don't. What is that called? I don't. Real life, I tell my children all the time. For instance, they're like, they'll ask a question about like, how come that person doesn't have a home? It's like, well, they've been dealt a bad set of hands, or maybe they got caught up into things that they weren't supposed
They've
to.
been dealt a bad hand, not a bad set of hands.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But maybe that happened, and now they have this, and we're trying to help them out. You know, like I always try to make sure that you know, life is hard. We all know that. If
We don't have to make it harder on others.
We don't have to make it harder on others. And on top of that is that, like, you already have the fabric, so that's not going to cost you anything. You already have the thread, that's not going to cost you anything. And go
$10.
to the dollar store. 2 cans of Pringles, 2 socks, sanitizer. They have some really nice like Hot Pocket type stuff. And
That's
less
$6.
than $10, you could fill the whole thing and pay it forward, and really, really make somebody's year. And like, if I buy you a brand new iPhone, is that going to change your life? No, right? But this is something that could actually change someone's life, and it's $10.
Yeah.
So it's just something to think about, guys. That's what our deal is today. Is just think about it.
We're selling joy today.
We're selling joy today, and just selling that. I hope that everyone can take a second and just think about those less fortunate, first of all. Those who may have, you know, just not had the best year this year, and pay it forward. Yeah. Like, we'll take this. People don't know this about my personal family, right? So my personal family, I have an uncle and 2 aunts that have been homeless for the last... Since I've been alive. Like, literally, they've been homeless that long. And I know exactly where they are. They're under the same bridge every single day type deal. Sadly, it's because of life decisions and not anything else. It's I've got, well, I'll just tell them exactly what my aunts and uncles are all drug addicts. And so, but we try to help them out as much as we can. You know, I know my dad brings them a box of, like, 3 giant boxes for Thanksgiving every single year, so that he knows that they got Thanksgiving dinner. Because sadly they don't want to make different life changes, although we've tried to help. But this is something that can make a life change for a complete stranger. So it's something that is to think about.
Yeah, there's a hymn in our church that one of the lines that says, "Because I have been given much, I too must give."
That's true.
You know, there's a huge part of this is...
Oh, you got that stuck.
Huge part of this that I like to think about is, you know, in all these situations, what would Jesus do? Like, what he would give, right? He would do everything that he could to brighten someone's day and to help them. And while we're not Jesus and we can't do all of that, we can still just try to brighten somebody's day a little bit because of all the things we've been given.
And I think that's a wrap for us today, because we're gonna go get. This is a big tradition on ours, is that we're gonna go get dinner with our family.
We're gonna go have dinner at home.
Yeah. Get as in, like, we're gonna go drive there and get it type deal. And we appreciate each and every one of you guys. Really think about it. Really take time to think about it. And you know what? If it's only $5 that you can afford, or it's whatever quantity of dollars that you can afford,
or even just out of your pantry,
or even just like whatever, it's the smallest amount of service is still way more than what the world normally does.
Right.
So that's it, guys. We appreciate each and every one of you. You guys have an amazing day, and hopefully that you guys get, well, second challenge of the day. First, make the stocking, fill it. Wonderful. Second one, call one of your loved ones that you have you know, like, or even call someone who's distant from you, like, you know, that sister or brother, you're like, I'd never talked to them in the last 10 years. Pick up the phone, call them. Life's too short. So, anyways, guys, appreciate you guys.
Bye, y'all.
And we didn't expect this, but we did get some tips today, which we wouldn't normally accept. So I'm going to just buy donuts tomorrow.
No, put that towards the stockings, dude.
Oh, that's easy.
Put that towards the stockings.
I'll just put that towards some more stockings. Appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful
Bye, y'all.
evening. 3, 2.